So this is the beginning of our second session. So in the beginning of every session, we shall do the chanting of the Mangalacharana. Ah, okay. I will chant the Mangalacharanam. I hope all of you already have the PDF of the Mangalacharanam and also the Mandukya Upanishad, right? And I will chant this and wait for all of you to repeat after me. Namaskaram, Suprabhatam to everybody. We will start with the chanting of Om. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येभिर्माक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So with this, I pray all of you have Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi in your respective lives. While we begin the second session of this Mandukya Upanishad, we will begin with the recap of the first session, whatever we understood in the first session. Okay, so a short recap we can go through. So yesterday we began with this Mangala Shloka and we understood the meaning of this Mangala Shlokam. And in the beginning, in the first line itself, it says, Om Bhadram Karnebhihi Shrunayama Devaha. Bhadram Karnebhihi Shrunayama. Let us listen good, auspicious things from our ears because learning begins from listening. If you are not a good listener, you can't be a good learner. So it is very, very, very important to listen well. Ah, the another name for the Vedas is Shruti. Shruti means something that is heard, right? So Vedas were first discovered by rishis who heard them. They were called mantra drashtar. Drashta means to see, but actually they experienced them, they heard them, they did pratyaksha of them, of those mantras, right? So in our tradition, it is very important to listen to the gurus very carefully. If you mishear something, if you don't hear something properly, then something wrong might happen, right? You might go wrong in your sadhanas and all. So it is very important to listen carefully. So that's why in the first line itself, Bhadram Karnebhihi Shrunayama Devaha Bhadram Pashyema Akshabhir Yajatraha. Bhadram Pashyema, let us see auspicious things from our eyes. After we listen, we can see the world properly. After we listen to our gurus and they explain to us the rahasyam, the secret of this world, we understand this world more profoundly, right? And that is how we see the world. So after listening, the seeing comes, right? Bhadram pashyema akshabhihi. Akshabhi means through our eyes. Yajatraha. Sthiraihi angaihi stuštuvang sastanubhihi. Sthiraihi angaihi, with stability in our angas, in the body parts. The internal body parts and the external body parts. We need stability in these body parts to properly understand what is being taught and what we are learning. So sthiraihi angaihi stuštuvang sastanubhihi vyashema deva hitam yadayuhu. Yad ayuhu, whatever age, whatever lifespan we have, let us spend that in the benefit of all. Swastina indro vruddhashravaha. Swasti means to bless. So let Indra bless us. Vruddhashravaha, who has all the fame in the world. The Indra who has all the fame in the world, let him bless us. May he bless us. Swasti enough Pusha Vishwavedaha. The Pusha, another god's name is Pusha, who is Vishwavedaha. He is the knower of the entire world. Vishwavedaha. May he also bless us with knowledge. Swasti Nastaraksho Arishtanemihi. May Taraksha, that is Garuda, who is also Arishtanemihi, the one who cannot be harmed, who is unharmed. May he also bless us so we are also not harmed. We are not destroyed. We, as in not the Sharira, but the Atma, the Jnanam that arises in our Atma. May that never get destroyed. Swasti no Brihaspati Dadhatu. May Brihaspati also bless us all. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. With this, we pray that all of us have Shanti, peace in our respectful lives. Uh, I hope everything until this was clear. Yes. Oh, I hope the comment section is busy with all of you interacting with me. Okay. Uh, then we began with the mantra number 1 that begins with the Omkar. Om iti etadaksharamidam sarvam. Idam sarvam, all of this is just Om. Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam. Now here, I forgot to mention this detail, the word aksharam here. Om iti etad aksharam. Om, this aksharam. Idam sarvam is all of this that exists, that ever existed, that will exist in the future, right? The past, the present, the future, everything that is, that was, and that will be is Om. And what is this Om? Another adjective is used here, aksharam, right? In normal, our Indian languages, in Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Bengali, whatever Indian languages we know, the word aksharam means alphabet. In most of the languages, aksharam means alphabet. But here also the meaning is alphabet, but there is another meaning attached to it too. And that is why this word particularly is used here. Another meaning is naksharam aksharam. That which is not perishable is called akshar. Ah. Kshara means something that gets destroyed, something that can get destroyed, something that is perishable, something that is not permanent, something that is temporary is called kshara. But this Omkara is not Kshara. It is Akshara. It is the opposite of Kshara. It is permanent. It is not temporary. So Om iti etad aksharam. Om is the only thing that is Akshara. Apart from Om, everything is Kshara. Everything is perishable. Nothing at all apart from Om exists beyond time or in time or anything. Everything else is Kshara. Just the Omkar is Akshara. So Om iti etad aksharam. Om, this aksharam, idam sarvam is all of this. Tasya upavyakhyanam. What is the upavyakhyanam? What is the explanation of the previous saying? It is bhutam bhavad bhavishyaditi. The bhutam, the past, bhavat, the present, and the bhavishyat, the future. Sarvam Omkara eva. Sarvam means all of this. Omkara eva. It is only Omkara. The emphasis is on the word eva. Eva means only. Everything is only Omkara. Nothing is other than Omkara. Sarvam Omkara eva. Yach anyat. Here we talked about only Bhutam, Bhavat, and Bhavishyat. Yach Anyat, whatever that is other than this. Anyat means other than this. Something that does not exist in the bound of time, something that is beyond time. Yach Anyat, Trikalatitam. It is away from the three phases of time, that is past, present, and future. Trikalatitam Tadapi Omkara eva. Tat api. That is also Omkara eva. That is also only Omkara. Huh. This was the first mantra. The second mantra goes like this. Sarvam hyetad brahmayamatma brahma soyamatma chatushpad. Sarvam hyetad brahma. Everything is Brahma. From the first mantra saying everything is Omkara, in the second mantra it is saying everything is Brahma. So we can do our calculations and understand that Omkara and Brahma is the same thing. First we understood Omkara, the vocabulary Omkara. Then the word comes Brahma. We are understanding the same thing but through different words. Uh, So Omkara is also called Brahma. Sarvam Hyetad Brahma. And that Brahma is also known as Atma. So we are talking basically about the same thing, but we began with Omkara, the first name. Then we got into second name, that is Brahma. Then we understood the third name, that is Atma. We are talking about the same thing but different names. Omkara, Brahma, Atma. Soyam Atma, Chatushpad. And that Atma is Chatushpad. It is of four folds or four states. It exists in four states. Sarvam Hyetad Brahma. Ayam Atma Brahma. This is one of the Mahavakyas of the Vedanta, as I told you yesterday. If you all want, you can also note this down, right? That there are four Mahavakyas in Vedanta basically. Uh, that is Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma, and Ayam Atma Brahma. These are the four Mahavakyas in Vedanta. Okay. So Ayam Atma Brahma is here itself in Mandukya Upanishad. So this Atma is itself Brahma, which also is known as Omkara. So yesterday we studied until here the second mantra, and today we'll be moving forward to the third mantra. Ah. So in the end of the second mantra, we saw Soyam Atma Chatushpad. Saha Ayam Atma Chatushpad. That Atma that we are talking about, that we began with the thought of Om, then we understood Brahma, and then we understood Atma. That Atma is Chatushpad. Chatushpad means it stays in four states. One, two, three, four. The first one is Jagarita or Jagrata. The second one is Swapna. The third one is uh, uh, the third one is Sushupti, and the last one is Turiya. Uh, so we will begin with the first one, that is Jagarita. Okay, here we shall chant the mantra. I will chant first, and I will wait for all of you to repeat after me. जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुग्वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः अगेन जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुग्वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः. So here, out of the all four that Chatushpad that we started to understand in the previous mantra, here is Prathamaha Padaha. Prathamaha Pada means the first state that the Atma experiences. The first state is Jagarita Avastha or Jagrata Avastha. That is the waking state that we are in currently, right? We are awake, at least most of us. So this is Jagarita Avastha that we are right now, that we are experiencing right now. So this Jagarita Sthanaha Bahishpragnaha. Bahishpragnaha means something that is known externally is called Bahishpragna. Pragna, the word pragna means knowledge, something that you get to know, you get to understand, something that your brain works upon. Is called pragna. And the person who has pragna, the person who is attached to this pragna, the person who understands this knowledge, the person who processes this knowledge is called pragna. And here the word bahish pragnya is used. Bahihi means outside, external. So this Jagarita Sthana is bahish pragnya. The person who is in Jagrata Avastha, the person, the Atma, which is in waking state, the person who is awake, will have the knowledge, will understand things which are external. Right now, all of you are very well aware of your surroundings, whatever is happening externally. You might not be very much aware of something that is going internally inside you, right? But you are very much well aware right now in your waking state of the external world. So currently, whatever you are seeing, or you're touching, or you're smelling, or you're eating, you are getting taste, right? All of this information that is going towards your brain through these senses, the five senses, the five external senses that we have. By all of this, through all of this, all of you are understanding the external world. You are getting information of the external world that is going to your brain. Your Atma is understanding it. Your Atma is grasping the knowledge of it, the prajna of it. And that is why Jagrita Sthano is Bahish Prajna. Jagrita Sthana is Bahish Prajna. That means it understands and grasps the knowledge of the external world. Jagrita Sthano Bahish Prajna Saptanga Ekona Vimshati Mukha स्थूल भुक Vaishwanara. We'll understand all of this. So this Jagrita Sthana, when we are in this waking state, we understand everything through this Ekona Vimshati Mukha and Saptanga. What are the Saptanga? Saptanga means the seven body parts or the seven limbs of our body. These are called Saptangas. And through this, we understand or we are aware of our surroundings. What are these seven limbs? So these seven limbs, the first is head. In our head, our brain is there, our thinking power, our everything that processes any kind of information, any kind of knowledge is our head. So that is the first limb. The second is our eyes, because through the eyes we grab light and we understand we get the understanding of the external world, even without interacting directly with anything. We get to understand so many things just by our eyes, right? The third one is breath, our breathing. We are aware of our breathing right now in our waking state. So the third one is breath. The fourth one is our mouth. The fifth one is our body, twacha. The sixth one is our bladder, that is working inside our stomach, right? The bladder. And the last one is our feet, through which we are doing some actions. We are walking, right? We are moving. All the movement are happening through the feet. So these are the Sapta Anga, the seven body parts, the seven limbs, which are active during this Jagrita Sthana, during the waking state. These are the things that are active during the waking state. Then we come to Ekona Vimshati Mukha. What is Ekona Vimshati Mukha? Thus, Mukha, particularly the word means the doorway. Mukha means mouth, but here in this context, it means the doorway. The doorway to knowledge during this waking state are 19. Ekona Vimshati means one less than Vimshati. Vimshati is 20. Ekona Vimshati means something that is one less than 20. That is 19. So there are 19 mukhas, 19 doorways to this understanding of the information of the knowledge. What are these 19 mukhas? What are these Ekona Vimshati Mukha? Out of this Ekona Vimshati Mukha, out of these 19 mukhas, the first five are Jnanendriyas. The Indriyas, the five senses that we have, that is Chakshurendriya, Granendriya, Rasanendriya, through which we get to experience taste, Shrotrendriya, through which we listen, and Twagendriya, through which we feel the touch, right? These are the five Jnanendriyas, Jnana Indriya, through which we get Jnanam, through which we get knowledge. These are the five Jnanendriyas. Then we have five karmendriyas, the indriyas through which we do some kind of karma. So, what are the indriyas? What are the indriyas through which we are doing karma? The first one is our mouth. I am speaking right now. This is a karma that I am doing, and this karma I am doing through my mouth. So, if we are talking about the tongue, the what the tongue does is tastes. It sends the information of taste to the brain. But what the mouth does is to speak. In computer terms, we can say the tongue is input. It sends information inwards, and the mouth through which we speak, it is output. It sends the information outwards, right? So anything that is jnanendriya, the five jnanendriyas that we talked about, the five senses through which we are getting information, all of that is input. Information is going inwards to our brain, to our atma. And anything that is karmendriya, things are coming outwards, right? So first one is our speech. The second one is our hands, right? Our two hands, we do karya from these two hands. We eat, we write, we shake hands, right? We do some gestures. So these hands are also karmendriyas. The third one is feet. We walk, right? We sometimes do some other kriyas. We play football, or we start the bike while kicking. Uh, so different types of kriyas are done up by our feet, right? So feet is also one of the karmendriyas. The fourth one is excretion. We have specific body parts which excretes the waste of our body. So that excretion area is also one of the karmendriyas, and the last karmendriya is the reproduction parts of our body through which we reproduce, right? So these are the five karmendriyas. The five jnanendriyas are the five senses through which information goes inside. The five karmendriyas are the five body parts through which things come out of the body, right? So these are the 10 mukhas. What about the next mukhas? Because we have total of 19 mukhas. So the next five was the five pranas, five types of prana or five types of vayu that exist. Vayu is air. Five types of air that exist within our body. Prana, apan, vyan, udan, and saman. These are the five types of vayu that exist in our body in different body parts, right? Something that we inhale is prana, something that we exhale is apan, right? So like these, the five types of vayu are there. So these are also part of these mukhas. Five types of vayu are pran, apan, vyan, udan, and saman. Uh, so after that, we have four types of antahkarana. The four types of antahkarana are man, buddhi, chitta, and ahankar. So with all of this, it is 19 ekona vimshati mukhaha through which we experience the external world. Uh, five jnanendriyas, five types of karmendriyas, five types of vayu, and four types of antahkarana. Four types of antahkarana are man, buddhi, chitta, and ahankar. Man, we already know what is man, that is mind, right? Something that is very chanchal. And through the help of man, we understand things, right? Wherever it attaches, we get the information of that particular thing. Uh, so that is man. Buddhi is your knowledge. The something that stores your knowledge is buddhi. Chitta is something that makes you feel. That is chitta. And ahankar is the awareness of yourself that you exist. Ah, is called ahankara. Aham asmi iti bhavaha ahankara. I am. Small kids are there which who do not understand that they exist, right? We are, and we understand that we are. I am something. I am existing. This is my body. There is some consciousness. We understand this very later on in our life. Some people don't even understand this throughout their lives. It happens. But to understand this, to be aware of this, that I exist, I am, that feeling itself, that bhava itself is called ahankar. And that is possible in the Jagarita avastha. So these are the 19 mukhas, the 19 gateways of Jagarita sthana. Huh. So Jagarita sthana, Jagarita sthana बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशति मुखः स्थूल भुग वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः. This is the mantra, the third mantra. So Jagarita sthana is Bahishprajna. It understands the external world through Saptanga and Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. The Saptanga, the seven angas that are activated during this Jagarita sthana are head, eyes, breath, mouth, body, bladder, and feet. These are the seven angas that are activated during this Jagarita avastha or the waking state, and the gateways through which we get knowledge, or the gateways through which we do actions during this Jagrita sthana or waking state are the 14, the 19 Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha, the 19 mukhas, right? And that are the five Jnanendriyas, five Karmendriyas, five types of Vayu, and four types of Antahkarana. Okay. Then this mantra says Sthula Bhuk. What is Sthula Bhuk? Bhuk means something that consumes. Bhuk means to consume. Consume doesn't always mean to eat something or to drink something. Consume means to grasp something. That is called bhuk, to consume. So what do we consume during this Jagarita avastha, during this waking state is sthula. Sthula means something that is not very subtle, something that is gross. Not another meaning of gross that is bad. Something that is there, something that feels very real. That is called sthula, something that we can touch, that we can feel, that we can taste, right? So that is sthula, something that is not atomic level small, something that is not subtle, something that is big, that is called sthula. The word sthula itself means big. So during this Jagrata avastha, we consume things which are not subtle. We consume things which are big enough to experience. Sthula bhuk. And during this avastha, the Atma is called Vaishwanara. Vaishwanara means somebody that experiences the world around himself or herself. So Vaishwanara means the someone who experiences the Vishwa, the external Vishwa around itself. is called Vaishwanara. So this is the Prathamaha Padaha. This is the first state of consciousness. That is Jagrata Avastha, the waking state. During this state, we experience the external world. Our knowledge is getting grasp from the external world through the help of Saptanga and Ekona Vimshati Mukha. We consume big things, not not sukshma things. These are sthula things that we consume, that we understand, that we experience, and the Atma in this state is called Vaishwanaraha. And this is the Prathamaha Padaha, the first state of existence. The second state is called Swapnavastha. Let us move on to the second state. Okay. The next mantra is the fourth mantra. I am seeing all the questions, but I feel I shall answer this after, by the end of the session, if that is okay. Ah. The fourth mantra. Let us chant the fourth mantra. Swapnasthanonta prajnaha. Swapnasthanonta prajnaha. Saptanga. एकोनविंशति मुखः प्रविविक्तभुक् प्रविविक्तभुक् तैजसो द्वितीयः पादः. So we are in the Dvitiya Padaha, the second state, that is Swapnasthanaha. The first one was Jagrata Sthanaha. The second one is Swapnasthana. Swapna, most of you already know the meaning of Swapna, that is dream. So this state is the dream state. The dream state is in which we are aware of the world which is created by our mind. That is not the external world. That is the internal world. And that is why here it is said, Swapnasthanaha antah prajna. In the previous mantra, Jagrata Sthana was Bahish prajna. We get to understand the world that is outside, Bahish prajna. Here, we get to experience the world that is created inside, antah prajna. So, Swapnasthanaha antah prajna. But here also, we are taking the help of Saptanga, all the 7 angas that were said in the previous mantra. We are taking the help of those 7 angas also, because in the dream state also, we do experience having our hands, we do experience having our feet, right? We do experience having our taste buds and everything. So the same 7 angas, the same 19 mukhas, ekonavimshati mukhas, are experienced there also. Maybe we are not experiencing the same through this physical body, but just the memory of those experiences. But we are still experiencing that because we have a memory of experiencing all of that through our physical body during our waking state. If you have never eaten an apple during your waking state, you will never experience the taste of an apple in your dream. Right? So, this dream state is a reflection of our waking state. Whatever we have experienced in our Jagrata Avastha, in our waking state, will be reflected in some form in our internal prajna, antah prajna, during our dream state. And that is why the same Saptanga, the same Ekona Vimshati Mukha are Here also we take the help of those Saptanga and the same Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. I hope I'm clear with this. The second line says Pravivikta Bhuk Taijaso Dvidiya Padaha. Pravivikta Bhuk. Pravivikta Bhuk. In the previous shloka, it was, in the previous mantra, it was Sthula Bhuk. Sthula Bhuk means we consume something that is bigger in experience. We experience it properly, nicely, right? It is a very satisfying experience. But in dream state, whatever we experience is very subtle experiences, no big experiences. They are so subtle that we don't even remember things afterwards. In the waking state, whatever we experience, it becomes our memories. Some memories are very permanent memories. We never forget them. Whatever something, there are some childhood memories also that we can never forget, right? Even after 50 years. But dreams, we forget them instantaneously. I'm pretty sure that most of you cannot tell me what they dreamt about today morning, right? So, dream in the dreaming state, we dream things that are very subtle, very sukshma. So, that sukshma or subtle is said here by the word pravivikta bhuk. Here also, the word bhuk means to consume. So, we consume things that are very subtle, very small. Pravivikta bhuk. Taijasaha. Now, this in this state, the Atma is called Taijasa. Uh, in this Swapnavastha, the Atma is called Taijasa, the experiencer, somebody who is experiencing the dream state. That experiencer is called Taijasa. Just like in the previous mantra, the experiencer of the waking state is called Vaishwanaraha, somebody that experiences the Vishwa. But here we are experiencing Taijasa. Why is it called Taijasa? Taijasa is related to Tej or Tejas, as we say. Tej means energy. And energy also is in the form of light sometimes, not every time. Not every Tejas is light, not every energy is light, but all the lights are a part of energy, right? All the kinds of light that we see are energy, but not every energy is light. Like our Jataragni, the Agni is that is in our stomach is not illuminated, it is not light. So here the Tejas is used in the form of light because it is illuminated, the dream state is illuminated through our internal mind only. The external world that we experience during our waking state, just like that world is illuminated by the Surya, by the sun, or by the, uh, I'm sorry, or by the world, by the light that is created by mankind, right? It is the external world is illuminated by the sun or the mankind made light, man-made lights. Similarly, the internal world that we experience, the dream state that we experience in the dream, whatever we see, whatever we feel, is illuminated by our internal brain, by our internal mind, antah prajna. And that internal illumination uh, is called Taijasa. And that is why the experiencer himself is a part of that Tej. Because the one who is experiencing that dream state is the one who is illuminating that dream, that world inside the dream. So that is the dream state. And that is why the experiencer here is called Taijasaha. So this is the fourth mantra. Let us chant this again. स्वप्नस्थानोऽन्तः प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः प्रविविक्तभुक् तैजसो द्वितीयः पादः. And now we come to the fifth mantra and the third state, that is Sushupti Avastha, the deep sleep state. Sushupti Avastha. Let us chant this mantra. Yatra supto na kanchana kamam kamayate na kanchana swapnam pashyati tat sushuptam sushuptasthana ekibhutah प्रज्ञानघन एव आनंदमयो ह्यानंदभुक् चेतो मुखः प्राज्ञस्तृतीयः पादः. So this is the mantra that explains the Sushupti Avastha. Yatra supto na kanchana kamam kamayate na kanchana swapnam pashyati tat sushuptam. Yatra supto. Yatra is wherever. Wherever suptaha, while sleeping, na kanchana kamam kamayate. Not anybody wants any desires or has any desires. The deep sleep is that state during which we are not experiencing the external world like the Jagrata Avastha. We are not experiencing the internal world like Swapna Avastha. And because we have no experience, we have zero experience, that is why we have zero desires also. During this deep sleep state, we have zero desires. We do not want anything. We have no kamana. Na kanchana kamam kamayate. No kamana is here. No kamana exists here in this state. Na kanchana swapnam pashyati. Nobody is dreaming here. Nobody is seeing any dreams here. Na kanchana swapnam pashyati. Pashyati means to see. So na kanchana swapnam pashyati. Nobody is seeing the dreams. Tat sushuptam. That state is sushupta, where nobody desires anything, where nobody is dreaming anything. In the waking state, we constantly desire things. I want to eat now. I want to travel now. I want this. I want this. I want that. We are constantly wanting something. We are constantly wishing something. In the dream state, we are constantly dreaming. So the third state has none of this. We are not desiring anything and we are not dreaming anything. There are no desires, there are no dreams. That state is Sushuptam. Sushuptasthana ekibhutah prajnana eva anandamayo hyanandabhuk cheto mukha prajnas tritiyaha padaha. This Sushuptasthana, first of all, is ekibhutah. Ekibhutah means unified. Ekibhutah means in this state, everything collapses into one thing. During the waking state or during the dream state, in both the states, we understand things different than us. Right now, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my laptop. The laptop is different than me, right? I am not laptop. The laptop is not me. We are two different things, two different objects. Rama and Shyam are two different persons. We differentiate things. In dream state also, because it is a reflection of the waking state, everything we can differentiate. This is an apple, this is an orange. We can differentiate things. But because in deep sleep state, we experience nothing, everything collapses into one thing. Eki bhutaha. Everything is unified. Eki bhutaha. Pragnana ghana. Pragnana ghana means a mass of consciousness. Pragnana ghana. Ghana means a mass. A unification of the consciousness. No consciousness is different than the other. Pragnana ghana. Eva anandamaya. This, in this state, the experiencer is anandamaya. The person is in the utmost bliss in this state. We are not in our highest level of happiness during our waking state. We are not in our highest level of happiness in our dream state, but we are in the highest level of happiness in our sushupti state, in the deep sleep state. Anandamaya. He Ananda book. And in that particular state, we are consuming only Anand, only happiness, only blissfulness. I don't know if blissfulness is a word properly, probably bliss is the word, but we are only experiencing that. And that bliss does not come from any particular thing, and that is why we are not desiring anything. We are not dreaming about anything. That is pure bliss. Ananda Bhuk. We are consuming only bliss. We are not consuming anything sthula or sukshma, that is subtle or not subtle. This is just Ananda. Ananda Bhuk. Cheto Mukha. Now, this state, deep sleep state, is Cheto Mukha. Mukha, as I said earlier, is a doorway. Mukha is a doorway. And this deep sleep state is also a doorway to the previous two states, the Jagrata and the Swapna. We can go either way from this deep sleep state. When we are in the deep sleep state, either we can go towards dreaming something. Our dreams can begin during our deep sleep state. Or we can wake up and experience the waking state. And in both the cases, we have Chetana. Chetana means when we are experiencing things, right? So this is Cheto Mukha. This is the doorway to Chetas. This deep sleep state is a doorway to either Jagarita Avastha or the dream state, the waking state or the Swapna Avastha, right? This is a dream. This is a doorway to any one of these states, any one of the previous two states that we talked about. So that is why it is called Cheto Mukha Pragnya Tritiya Pradaha. Pragnya, because just like in the Jagarita Avastha, the experiencer is called Vaishwanaraha because he experiences the external world. In the Swapnasthana, the experiencer is called Taijasa because the internal world is illuminated by himself. Here, in the deep sleep state, in the Sushupti Avastha, the experiencer is called Pragnya. Pragnya means the illuminated, somebody who is already illuminated. And that is why, and because this is fully illuminated, that there is nothing to be experienced more. There are no more desires. The greatest level of knowledge you reach is when you are devoid of any kind of desires. You do not have anything more to experience. And that state is during our deep sleep state when we are only experiencing bliss. and nothing is to be desired. And this is the Tritiyaha Padaha, the third state. So these are the three states that we talked about today: the Jagrata Avastha, the Sushupti Avastha, the Jagrata, the Swapna, and the Sushupti Avastha. The waking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep state. Uh, I hope this session was helpful for all of you. And today we have done third, fourth, and fifth mantras of the Mandukya Upanishad. In the next session, we will be going forward from this, from sixth state, from mantra number six, we will be going forward. Okay. I will be seeing the questions now, and I will try to answer them if I can. I don't have all the knowledge in the world, so I will try my best to answer. Okay. The first question is, can you explain the five vayus? Yes, the five vayus that are the part of the Ekona Vimshati Mukha. The first one is Prana, then Apana, Udana, Vyana, and Samana. Right? The Prana Vayu is something that we breathe in, is called Prana Vayu. And the location of the Prana Vayu is our lungs and the chest part, right? Where it resides. We breathe in, it goes here in our heart, chest, lungs, this region, right? And the it whenever we breathe in or intake any food, it goes with it. When we intake water also, because water also contains oxygen, which is basically pranavayu. So through water, through breathing, through food also, this oxygen goes inside the body, right? So that is pranavayu. Apanavayu is something that we exhale outside, right? There are several ways from which we take the air out of our body. So whatever air goes out of the body from anywhere, it is called apanavayu, right? From your nose or mouth or anywhere else, that is called your apanavayu. Okay, and its direction is always downwards. From nose also, it comes downwards. Pranavayu goes upwards, right? And apanavayu comes downwards. So the direction is downwards for this apanavayu. And just like pranavayu goes inside not just by breathing but by food or water, similarly, this apanavayu also goes out with our excretion, malamutra adi also, right? When we go to the washroom, and it goes with that also. Then we have samana vayu. Samana vayu helps our digestive system, and it stays near our stomach, our belly part. That is samana vayu. It helps during the digestion of our food, right? Whatever we eat, it helps in that. Samana vayu. Udana vayu helps us to speak. Right now we are speaking, air is coming out of it, and that is how we are able to speak. And the vayu that is helping us to speak is not something that we are exhaling. The vayu which is here in our throat or in our vocal cords, right? That is what is creating the voice of us, and that is udana vayu. Ah. And the last one is vyana. Vyana is something that exists everywhere in every part of our body. That is Vyana. Vyana is something that is just spread entirely. in our body. So these are the five types of vayus: prana, apana, saman, udan, and vyan. Okay. Let us go to the next one. So a good grasp of Vaishwanara is required to grasp the other waters. Yes, Vaishwanara is the experiencer of the Jagrata Avastha. Right now, all of you are in Jagrata Avastha. Right now, all of you are Vaishwanaras. Right. So it is important to be in our waking state to experience and to understand everything. Uh, they are mentioned in the Nirvana Shatakam, Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, Vayu, and Antakaran. Yes, it is there. Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham nacha shrotra jihve nacha grana netre. So it is there because this is a part of Vedanta, and Nirvana Shatakam is written by Adi Guru Shankaracharya. So yes, it is there. Any more questions? Is deep sleep is equal to prajna? No. Here, I want to ask if it is prajna or prajna. What are you asking? Prajna and prajna is are two different things. When we write in English, it is just a, so it is not very clear whether it is a or a. So prajna is knowledge. Buddhi, prajna, it is the same thing. Buddhi, jnanam, prajna, it is all the same thing. That is knowledge. Prajna is the person who is experiencing this knowledge, who is holding this knowledge, right? The Atma that is holding this knowledge is called prajna. So the deep sleep is a state of this prajna. And somebody who is experiencing this deep sleep, somebody that is in this deep sleep, is prajna during that period of time. Because prajna means all illuminated, all knowledgeable. And during that, because that experiencer is all knowledgeable, all illuminated, that is why that experiencer does not want any more knowledge. He does not have any more desires during that deep sleep. Okay. Uh, can we say Vat in body is Vyana Vayu? Vat, yes, in some form we can say it is Vyana Vayu. Vat, basically the word Vat, the the padam Vat is another word for Vayu itself. So it is not just Vyana. It is all five kinds of Vayu. Vata is just another word for Vayu. It is the synonym of Vayu. Uh, so I think there are no more questions. Uh, 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 um, Let me just see. Okay, I think there are no more questions. I hope this session was helpful and beneficial to all of you. And while we understood the three states of our consciousness, Jagrata Avastha, that is the waking state, Swapna Avastha, that is the dream state, and the Sushupti Avastha, that is the deep sleep state. Uh, So I would like to leave the session with this thought in your mind because the next session we'll have is after 5 days, next upcoming Saturday. So I will just leave you with this question. Apart from these three states that we are experiencing, because these three are not permanent states, we are not permanently awake, we are not permanently dreaming, we are not permanently in deep state, a deep sleep state. So what causes us to shift during these states? Because all these three states are experienced by all. So what causes us to shift in these three states? I will just like to leave you with this thought. Please keep thinking and uh, learning about this. And please also keep chanting the mantras during these next 5 days also. And the next time we meet, we will start with the mantra number 6. Okay. Dhanyavad, all of you. Namaskaram. Punarmilamaha.